Hello there clan and welcome to another Dragon Age Inquisition Party member video. In today's installment we'll be talking about Madame de Fer, Lady Vivienne, of course, the Grand Enchanter and Court Enchanter to the Orlesian nobility. So without further ado, cue the intro.
Enchanters, the time has come to be alive in the circle of my childhood.
I'm not going to be doing that accent the entire way through the video. I'm going to be a bit more proper. I can't do a posh accent for too long. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Lady Vivienne, or V as I call her, in this video. Now, I'll be right off the bat is that Lady Vivienne is not my favourite party member. She's actually probably arguably my least favourite party member, just because of her attitude and honesty, but I still actually like her as a character. Like, I want to hate her, but I like her too much. Like she's kind of in the ways of, she's kind of like, the best way I can describe it is a Morrigan who was actually a part of the circle and was given privilege in a way. She's kind of like Morrigan in that sense. She has a lot, the best way to really get to know you have to dig down deep. So that's something I think she has in common with Morrigan, but at the same time I'll get to my reasons why she's also nothing like Morrigan in a way as well. So I do have notes down here, so I'm going to be going through each one. Of course I have to talk about primarily the first aspect is her attitude. She has a very noble-ish attitude, very prim and proper kind of attitude. That's something that I personally, at the moment I met her, I was like, ah shit, I'm gonna hate her, just because of her attitude and the way she sees things. She's difficult to get a read on sometimes. As I say, she is very good at playing the game. That is something that she is actually remarkably very well at, and that is because of the role that she has played in the Orlesian nobility. Even though she is the Grand Enchanter, or the Enchanter to the Orlesian throne, or whatever the hell she title is, again I can't remember off the top of my head, she is still seen by a lot of people previous to this role. Anyone else who's held that role has just been seen as a court jester in a way. Vivienne actually turned it into something, but that was mostly due to her influence. She definitely uses her influence in the way that with her connections with the noble, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, who she is the mistress of basically, and you get a little bit of vibe that she does actually care for this person, even if she is only the mistress in a way. And Orlesian nobles are weird, but her attitude is very much in that line that she likes things going the way they are right now. She does not like change, and with the whole rebellion, you can instantly get her attitude towards that is, of course, that she doesn't like it because it hurts her, because she doesn't get her way in a way. Like, she's very much in the line of she likes the way things are and hates change. And I think this is mostly due to the fact that she has actually had a much more privileged life than most mages. Lady Vivienne was not in the circle most of the time. She was at the Orlesian court in a way. She was not really like the rest of the mages of the world. She's very much of the higher tier, the mages who had privilege basically, who had connections, who had the way to actually have a better life than most mages. Let's face it, circle mages are not exactly treated well. In fact, most circle mages will endure it. There are cases of circle mages being completely and utterly oppressed and being made tranquil. She doesn't see things from that perspective. She sees things slightly from a different perspective. The fact that the way that life was going, she was doing fine. She had her own life, she had money, she had connections, she had respect for what she was. But at the same time, she does not see the other perspective of why the mages rebelled, and that was because the Templars were becoming too aggressive. And that's something that she does not see, but she also does not want to see. She does not want to see that perspective. She ignores that. You can tell that she is trying to ignore that, while at the same time she wants things to go back the way they were. And that's something that you get right off the bat with her. She wants things to go back the way they were. And that's something that I completely disagree with her. Anytime you do communicate with her, she does completely in any way mention that she just wants things to go back to normal. She wants the mages to come back to the circle, be part of the chantry, and to be watched over by the Templars again. That's what she wants. And that's not what everyone else wants. She does not. She sees this rebellion as a threat to her, the way things are for her. Like, if this succeeds, it's going to change. If it fails, it's still going to change. She could be killed. She could be seen as a martyr. She could be seen as many other things. And you can just get that vibe from her that she wants things to go back the way they are because they benefited her. She doesn't care about how it benefits everyone else. She likes the idea of mages being in the circle. She likes them being held by the chantry. She likes that idea because that's all she's really known. But what she doesn't understand, of course, is what mages went through. She wasn't there when mages were being tranquiled, when they were being oppressed, when they were being beaten, killed, everything. She wasn't there because she was in a better position than any other mage in Orlais in a way, and in many other places. And you can definitely see why that was. As I said, I've already stated that she does actually hate change. She's not a person who embraces change. She actually accepts change, but wants it to go away so things can come back the way they were, because she likes things the way they are, rather than changing them for the better or even for the worse. And in her mind, any kind of change is bad. And that's something I don't like about her. She does not embrace change too well, which is something I think is a big problem for someone in her position. As I say, with her power, her connection, she could have made life for the mages better. Instead, she just made her life better rather than theirs. The one thing I actually do like about her attitude is she gives two shits. She does not care how you view her. She does not care how anyone views her. She's just like, you're beneath me. I don't care what you view. Like, you can tell that with her party banter with Sarah, with Blackwall, Varric, Bull, Cassandra. Anytime she talks to them, you can tell that she the way she's talking is she's talking down to them. She isn't keeping them on even with them, even though they're in the same position as her. All she sees is Sarah is a rapscallion who doesn't understand what she's doing, and Vivienne's the high and mighty person who believes she's always right. She sees Sarah as like there, even as the story progresses. Bull, on the other hand, I think she views a little bit more evenly, as that's more so because Bull kind of likes to be dominated by her. It's flat out obvious with that. And then the other characters with Cassandra, she kind of doesn't see her the same way, especially the fact that she has a Templar, she has a Seeker basically. It's just the way that she talks to them, you can tell that she does see them down. She does have respect for some of them. You can tell she has respect at least a little bit for Varric, a little bit for Cassandra, a little bit of respect for Bull, but most of the party members I think she actually does not have any respect for at all, like Sarah or Solus. Cole especially, I don't think she's like, what the fuck is Cole? I think that those ones are the ones she definitely views with the least bit of respect, in my opinion. It's just the way she talks, as she thinks she's better than everyone, and she likes to exude that. Especially when it comes to your Inquisitor as well. The way she talks to the Inquisitor at the start is completely different to the way the Inquisitor talks at the end. And of course this also comes down to how you interact with her and how you talk with her, and also how you play the game. Vivienne never stops playing the game until her loyalty quest, which I will get to in a moment. But she never stops playing it. She's always playing the game to benefit her and of course get what she needs from others. She also knows how to play things very, very well. So I will give her that. She's very intelligent and very charismatic in that sense. But I also don't like the fact that she speaks down to everyone, even the Inquisitor in some cases, if you don't agree with her. If you don't agree with her, she sees you as wrong and just looks down on you. Now, my Inquisitor was able to convince her of something, and you can convince her to change her attitude over time, but it's very difficult. She is one of the more tougher party members to get on your side rather than the others. You can tell also that she does actually feel that the Templars do serve a purpose, and that's something I actually do agree with her. I do think that the world of the world of Thedas, Dragon Age, does need the Templars in a way, because magic is a terrifying thing. But I don't think they need to be like the ball and chain of that. They need to be like the enforcers in a way, that they will actually go and hunt down the mages who are breaking the law, the murderers, the rapists, the killers, the blood mages, and well, blood magic depending on who's using it and how it's used is depending on evil. But they really should be only, that's what Templars were originally meant to be. They're just meant to take down the mages that are bad, the ones that are breaking the rules, or the ones that pose the biggest threat. Instead it just became polluted over time, and they just turned it into something pure evil, and Not all Templars are evil. I state that for a fact. We have Cullen, for example, is a great example of a Templar who is the perfect Templar after so much trial he's went through, and also he's very surprising with that. And I do like that she gives good reasons why there should be Templars, and I do agree with her on that aspect, but I don't agree with her on the other aspect of the way that she thinks mages should be treated, even though she is a mage. Especially when you talk to her about possession, she's just like, we're all at risk for possession. But Vivienne, you can tell that Vivienne's not too worried about that, because she's like, no demon would dare even try and possess me, because she's too posh for that. That hurt me. Now, I'll be honest, for the majority of the game, I never really liked Vivienne. I enjoyed her banter and her party banter with some people. I also enjoyed talking with her on some aspects, but she definitely had that kind of attitude around her that she's better than everyone in the Inquisition, and you better fucking know that. And that's something that always rubbed me the wrong way. Don't get me wrong, I do eventually grow to like her, but I don't care for her as much as I do, at least until her loyalty mission. And that is where you get to see the real Vivienne. And that's something I think is very, very touching, as you go and find the heart of a snowy white wyvern. And I actually, you get the white heart wyvern, and then she makes it into a potion, especially if you read her notes, that's supposed to reverse the aging process in a way, or halt it in some way, shape or form, if memory serves me. And she goes and it isn't to stop her aging, because she still looks fucking fantastic, I will admit that. But she does it for the man that she loves. And she's the mistress. She's merely the mistress. She is not his wife. But she does love him. And when you go and you see and you give her, she gives it and he passes away, that is when you really see the real Vivienne beneath all the mask. Like, the mask is gone at this point, and you actually do see the real Vivienne. And I think that's astonishingly brilliant. I do love that. That is the moment when we see the real Vivienne, that she does actually have a heart, and she does care for someone in this world. It just might not be us. So that's when we see the real Vivienne, and then that's when she starts to come out of her shell a little bit, and then you interact with a couple. And when you talk to her again, of course, you interact with people who actually knew her husband. And I just think that's very, very heartwarming, and that's the kind of thing that makes me go, you know what, Vivienne, I might not agree with you, but I can at least respect you a little bit. And that's how I can sum up Vivienne in a nutshell. I don't love her like I love the rest of the characters, but I do actually respect her as a character. I respect that she sticks to her principles. I respect that she does not give two shits about what people think about her. I also like the fact that she does actually have a heart, and she does grow to care for people. And I do like that about Vivienne. She is still my least favourite character, but I still have a respect for her, and I do enjoy Vivienne in that aspect. And that's where that's how I can sum up Vivienne, is I respect her a lot, even though I disagree with her. I like communicating with her. I like talking with her in Inquisition. I find that absolutely brilliant. And the voice actress does an exceptional job. I'm horrible with names. I do apologise, but she does an exceptional job. I will give her every credit that she's doing, and that kind of attitude with that little hint of actual love beneath it. So yeah, I like Vivienne. I really, really do, and I do enjoy her, but she is still my least favourite party member. So while I do like her, she's still my least favourite. So without further ado, we are down to the last 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 Inquisitor party members and advisors. We have Cole, Josephine, Cullen, Varric, and Liliana. Who will be next? Will it be a familiar face? Will it be Cullen, Liliana, Varric? Or will it be someone new, like Lady Josephine, or the Spirit Cole? Let's model these up and then figure it out. Now, this is getting really tricky to actually model up because there are so few of them. But I actually can't see the screen, by the way. I've turned off my monitor, so I can actually do this. So I don't see it. So you see it, but I don't. So, who will it be? Will it be this one, this one, this one? Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. You know who I picked? I don't know who I picked. So let's put these down and let's talk. Oh, my. We're talking Varric next time, people. Our lovable storytelling spy master. Well, not of the Inquisition anyway. Oh, this should be an interesting one. I'll see you all next time.